What's happening, YouTube? Grow bros, grow gals, all my cannabis enthusiasts, my cannabis cultivators, and anybody that partakes in la ganja. Second update today. What? Spoiling you guys a little bit. Today, we're going to talk about what I use for nutrients, amendments, and stuff like that. I will be kind of getting away from more of the bottle stuff and getting more into the organic stuff, which I've always been into the organic stuff. It's just, just looking for what I want, like every grower wants. They just want to find their key point. Like I have a different environment up here than everybody else does, and where they're growing in their region. So for me, I have to use different things like silica, higher CalMags, and some other bottled nutrients just so my plants will tolerate 100-degree weather with 30% humidity or less outdoors. So I just wanted to go through what I do and how I grow, and maybe it'll help you guys out. Maybe it won't. Maybe you're already doing some of this, But, I figured spoil you guys with another update, and I'll show you my equipment because I haven't really showed you guys what I exactly use. So as you can see, got our measuring cups. I got my reservoir. It's a 20-gallon reservoir. It lasts me about 3 waterings, indoors and out, which is pretty awesome. Sometimes I don't have to water my indoors, but every 3 to 4 days because they're in plastic or the inside, which the humidity is always around 55 to 65%, which is beautiful. So the water doesn't evaporate super quick. But I use worm castings for top dressings. Wiggle pure worm castings. In your area, you're probably going to have the same thing. Worm castings or worm castings. Want to make sure they're good ones, organic. I'm using Roots Organic Bat Guano. I use that with the worm castings about every month to just amend my soils, just keep that, keep everything going beautifully. As you saw in the last video, the plants are not they're not going downhill, that's for sure. So you get your clit trimmers, your ear swabs, cotton, Q-tips, gloves. I have buckets for watering. I got a starter pack, so I got the Bembe Sweet and Dandy. But I'm probably gonna go switch to sugar molasses, cane molasses, or whatever, natural way of doing that. Got the kelp, the organic kelp. That's pretty awesome. Super excited about that. That's pretty good, and that lasts a long time. I don't use very much at all. And all my bottled nutrients, people, I do stop way within about 4 to 5 weeks before I even harvest, so nothing is laying around in the soils. CalMag, everybody needs a little bit of CalMag in their life. Working on an organic way to do that. I do have some Sledgehammer Flush just in case you need to flush your system out a little bit. And then these two, I do not do bottled nutrients, you guys. I'm not a fan of it, but I will have to say these two nutrients right here, the Grow Big and the Tiger Bloom from Fox Farm, they are pretty damn good nutrients, you guys, and you barely use much at all. And like I said, I quit using all this stuff at least 7 weeks prior to harvest so I could flush everything out and do that properly. But man, for increased terpenes, increased taste profiles, these two do it all. I did an indoor grow. I'm testing an outdoor grow this year. This will be my test outdoor with these two nutrients. So, we'll stay updated on that. And if anything happens, I will. I'm looking into the down to earth line for top dry mending, and I'm going to do all my nutrients through dry mending. So that's the only bottled nutrients I use, besides a silica, which I actually just recently replaced with a newfound organic silica. This is a beautiful raw silica, and looks like it's from MPK Nutrients, and it's derived from diatomite. And this pouch right here is, I think, maybe 11 or 12 bucks. It makes 200 gallons. Okay, that does not make 200 gallons. That makes maybe 100, maybe 150. But this is definitely an organic way of doing it. So we're switching over. We're making that drift over. So that's exciting. I also use the Great White Mycorrhiza, you guys. Got the measuring spoons, the root gel, And Mad Farmer, get down pH, no dyes. I do have this pH up, you guys, the general hydroponics, but you know what? It's got blue in it. I don't think you should have blue in your pH up. So I'm gonna switch back over to the Mad Farmer on that, so we can get more organic. The more organic, the more you don't panic. And of course, we got bins for soil, totes for ties, zip ties, you know, measuring things, clippers, this, that, you know, knickknacks. You gotta have some extra stuff here and there, you guys. All the pots, all your flood trays, extra pots, you know, some bleach and cleaner. I got some shade, I got my trim trays, some clips for tying down, some jars, all your cloning equipment, and buckets for when you need to cure, and some tape, and of course, a giant flippin' stack of cannabis magazines. So, of course, the grower can educate himself on a consistent basis about, you know, techniques to change everything. So that's what I use, guys. I am making the switch over to pure organic, indoor and outdoor. So if anybody has any, anything they use, they like, they use for all their stuff. You know, I want to get into some like seed sprouted teas, compost teas, stuff like that. But my time is limited, so I'm just kind of, this is kind of where my general world is right now. So thanks for stopping by, you guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to go be like this guy, and we're going to go chillax. I hope you all have a great day. Hope you stay medicated. Hope you stay lifted. I hope you stay gifted. Be yourself. Don't conform to society. And best yet, have a wonderful day. We're out.